Good morning, all you buff guys and gals all around the world. It's Thomas here from the Three Buff Guys, joined as usual by my brother William and my dad Richard, but they're both looking so good you couldn't tell the difference. How's everybody doing today?
Very, very well, thank you. Enjoying the sun, enjoying the good weather, enjoying life.
That is great to hear. What about you, William?
Yeah, same here, thank you. How's your week been, Thomas?
It's fantastic, fantastic. I'm on the right side of the earth and I've got no complaints.
That's the great thing with life. Everybody is right from their point of view.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you did there.
Okay, then.
Can we just take a second to just appreciate that picture, that beautiful place, Morro Bay, that great little vacation we had.
Great little vacation.
It's fantastic. Absolutely.
This time 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was. We were there round about today, actually.
Next time we'll run around the bay. Well,
definitely.
Sure.
This, young men, is episode 33. Incredible.
33 weeks.
33 weeks. There we were then.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how good we're looking now. Thomas, you're developing a shape.
A little bit.
How you're going. It's incredible.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Pa.
Definitely. It's looking good. William, of course, like me, has always looked stylish and fashionable. But even after I carried him up the mountain more than a week ago, he was still looking good.
You did carry me, yes.
I didn't make it up the mountain this week, though. Having said that, I've added a few kilometers since last week. So is William. We just need to get your updated kilometers, Thomas, and then we'll be looking good. But I'm getting close to America now, or getting close to Boise. All right, then. Looking back on the last week, I'll start this week, by the way. What went well? How are you feeling? And the challenge, right? So what went well this week was last week I lost my way. As I showed you on my weight loss chart, I have put on a few kilos. There have been some good living. I've been led astray. I'd led myself astray. And it was the beginning of a slippery slope. But as I told you in this call last week, that's why one of the reasons why this call is so good. I told you last week that I will be back on track this week. So even in spite of traveling up to Munich for one night, it's always difficult when I drive because I spend so much time in the car and there's so little time of the day left for exercising. Even in spite of traveling to Munich, I managed to meet the daily goals. And in fact, yesterday, as you Americans say, I knocked my daily goal out of the park. I had a good day yesterday. I woke early, feeling good, and I did a few kilometers. Let's put it that way. You'll see it on the step goal later on. Also, I lived up to my word. I said that I would have to punch bag up this week, and I have. And I've had a go with it today. So, shoulders are aching a little bit. I didn't go for very long. But when we get back from England, I will be using it more regularly. The downside for me is that one of the jobs when I get home will be to repair your mother's treadmill because she's broken it. She's worn the thing out. She was there flying along yesterday and all of a sudden it stopped with her on it. So that's a job for me. Okay, so that was me looking back on the week. What about you then, Thomas?
It's been a very good week. Work's going well. Life's going well. We got the new refrigerator put in, so we got some new things to go inside of there. Healthy things, salad and whatnot. How am I feeling? I feel good. I feel very well. the challenge was get the scales out and weigh, which I did. I got out on the scales, and I weighed, and I also replaced the batteries to make sure that my number was all right. So I don't know really what's been going on, but so since I started at the beginning of the year and now, I've actually gone down 23 pounds.
Okay.
Like I said, I had to do a double take. I wasn't sure if that was correct or not. It's 23 pounds, but I'm figuring since we're still in September, I might be able to get it down to 35, possibly even 40 pounds, which I think is doable. Like I said, now that I've got all these projects popping up, I can devote more time to exercise and a better eating and lifestyle. I think that should be 35, 40 pounds should not be a problem.
You sound
I knew I had lost weight because I went through a time period where the scales were put away. They were put in a box and I couldn't see them, and I was kind of hoping that it would be a little bit more. But the thing is, it's not necessarily that I'm not proud of what I've done. It's when I started this challenge, I was at a very big number that I'm still uncomfortable with, and so the bigger the number is, the bigger the number you have to lose to start feeling, wow, okay, this is going somewhere. At least in my point of view.
Okay. Last week you said about maybe revealing the number. Are you not comfortable to reveal it yet?
No, I'll reveal it actually because it's about time that I got it out there. When I started this challenge, I was 305 pounds, and now I'm down to 285. And my goal by the wedding is going to be a solid 200 pounds. I've always known what the goal was. Like I said, I was very embarrassed about telling you, which is why when it came time to list off goals, it was hard to, put that number into context. So, yeah.
Well, what I can tell you is that I've been close to 300 pounds before, so losing it is possible.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but you've made a massive start. So I think if you keep going on the scales now and keep telling us your weight every week, you will get there, definitely. Particularly, as you say, with projects, cutting the grass, get to know your neighbors, get to build a relationship, mow their lawns as well. You'll be the most popular guy in the subdivision. Okay, then. So, keep up the good work. Over to you, William.
I mean, just a comment to Thomas. I mean, you're doing great. I think at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with exercise. It has everything to do with diet. I mean, you can do as much exercise as you want, but if your diet isn't right, then you're not going to lose as much as you want. So, I don't know. I didn't eat sweets for 1 week and I've lost weight. So, just try it. Like I said with the soda stream, if you want to cut out sodas, because drinks, they're the worst things. I mean, they're the best things at the same time. But once you get a soda stream and you add like fresh lemon to it and I put the raspberries or blueberries in it, it's nice. And your taste buds, they can change.
Yeah.
But I'm still very proud of you, Thomas.
Yeah.
And I mean, compared to last year, you're doing 10,000 steps a day. It's just different.
And last year, you were, if we mentioned anything, if any one of us mentioned anything about changing your diet, you would have just rebelled, wouldn't you? You would have said, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with this cheeseburger. There's nothing wrong with this."
Yeah.
So I fully agree. No, I almost completely agree with William. if you are extremely dedicated, you can achieve so much just with exercise.
Mm.
You need to be extremely dedicated and do hours and hours and hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
Where William is right. If you have one Snickers bar, I love Snickers bars, as William knows. We walked around in the supermarket in Italy. I wouldn't leave the supermarket to start our mountain walk until we found the Snickers bars. But you have one of those, and it's 2,000 calories. You walk our hike up the mountain, burned about 2,000 calories.
Mm-hmm.
So you're really going in a good direction, and with tweaking the diet a bit, we're there for you.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Right, so over to William. So you had your week with no sweets.
A week with no sweets, yeah. So this week has been personally not a good week. Work-wise, it's been a good week. Challenge-wise, it's been a not fun week, but I mean, I did it. One day I had to eat something in the morning, so I had for breakfast, and I had a fasting yogurt, so that basically had no sugar in, but I don't think that really counts. I think for sweets, like when I went to the canteen every day, there's just cake and mousses and just amazing things, and they all just look so attractive. And this week I managed not to have a single one. And the first few days were very hard, but it just gets easier. You just get used to not bothering, not looking twice, but yeah. But other than that, stepwise, it hasn't been a good week. 2 days ago, my battery died, and I didn't get home in time to charge it up. So I missed out on the 10,000, and my streak is gone now from 65 days. Now I'm back to 0 or 1. So that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Did not like that. Was not happy.
No, I know the feeling. When you stop driving the car at 11 o'clock at night just to get your step goal, there's something compelling about it.
Yeah.
Now, you say about the sweets. Me and your mum were up in Munich this week, and we didn't think the breakfast was included in the hotel rate. So I went out for a walk first thing in the morning to get something for breakfast. Sadly, you can only find sweet stuff for breakfast.
Yeah.
The sweet stuff was wonderful, and I made up for it with exercise, but it was just so attractive and so easy to, I'll buy one of those, and one of those, and one of those, and yeah. But if you've had it in your face every day of the week and you manage to say no, then great respect.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay then. So last week I was 94.8, 95.3. With some tenacity, some exercise, and some good eating, I'm now back on track, 93.5. So this is the lowest. Yeah, this is the lowest I've been so far. As I mentioned last week, my other goal was American halfway back. That's not achievable. So I thought about things, and to get to from Velden, Austria to Boise is 4,200 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
I will have done more than 5,000 kilometers before this year is out. So that's what I'm sticking to. That means that I need every week from now on to do at least 110 kilometers.
I'd just like to step in there. Pat, you're not walking to Boise anymore. You got to walk to Nampa. That's about another 20 miles.
Okay, right. Otherwise the goal. Okie dokie. All right then. So, how are you doing with your trousers then, Thomas?
Oh, that's a low blow. I'm still in the 38.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
But
right then.
the weird thing though is Lily hugged me yesterday.
You be careful with things like that.
Then she hugged me and she said, Thomas, you're really losing weight. And I said, well, no, I mean, I'm trying. I don't think it's anything crazy. She said, no, I can hold my hands as I hug you now. It used to be very sort of loose, but I can hold my hands. Like, oh, that's nice. That makes me feel good.
Yeah. Well, you think you go to Walmart today and you pick up 23 pounds of butter.
That's true.
And you imagine that spread around your body, because butter is roughly the same density as body fat.
Yeah.
So that when she says she can get her arms around you, that won't be any exaggeration. So you can see it in the picture as well. You can see it in your face. So, all right. And we've now made the lose 4 kilos more tangible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll update that for next week. And William, what about you?
So I weighed myself the day before yesterday. I forgot to do it yesterday and today, and the numbers are going to be a lot higher if I do it in the afternoon. So I'm going to do it tomorrow morning and send it to you. But I went to the tailor 2 days ago, and to adjust my school uniform from last September, so exactly a year ago. And it's crazy. I could at least put my hands like this together around the waist.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it's possible, how I lost that much weight around my waist. I don't know. So that was kind of shocking, but also nice.
Mm-hmm. So did the tailor say anything, or?
Well, I pulled up my trousers without undoing them, and she said, "Did you just do that?" I said, "Do what?" Well, pull them up without undoing them. I said, "Yeah." Wow. So yeah.
Pretty impressive. So your goal is still the 85 and or the 6-pack. Well, I've seen it in the photo above. You're doing really well up towards the 6-pack. The 6-pack, not the sick pack. The 6-pack.
Yeah, that's more important for me, really. Just to have a nice body. Don't care how much I weigh, really.
Yeah. Okay then. All right then. So we're all doing well. Today's topic, I've noticed it myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's darker in the mornings. It's darker in the evenings. It's chillier in the mornings. And chillier in the evenings. So how are we going to keep this going as the days get shorter and colder? What are your thoughts, Thomas?
Every morning I wake up and I take a cold shower. The cold does not bother me.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it. I tell Lily, I said, I must have saw it on some kind of YouTube speech by Warren Buffett or something, but basically the gist of it was get up every day and do something that you don't want to do the first thing in the morning. Just get something you don't want to do out of the way, because that way you've always got that feeling of achieving something. So every day I get into a cold shower, I'm shivering, and it's a great feeling. So the cold doesn't bother me. I like it. I work in a warehouse that will get very cold, so it's gonna push me to exercise more. So I'm guaranteeing that I'll see a spike in my steps and my movement as the temperatures start to drop.
Oh, so you think it'll have a positive effect on you?
I really do. Yeah, I do.
I can understand that, because when it's hot in Boise, it's really hot.
Yeah.
So it's not so easy for lesser people to
Mm-hmm.
go walking in the sun. Now, of course, me in Austria, I'm English, so mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. So you think you'll be okay? That's good to hear.
Right, yeah.
What about you, William?
Well, I mean, I was just thinking about you. I mean, because you drive to work and I go by public transport. So if I still have steps to do, I just don't bother, or I get out a few stations earlier and then walk the rest of the way until I achieve the goal. But what I did last winter, when I really when I had to do a lot more steps, I would just sometimes do it in my apartment. Just those last 2,000 steps I had to do, I just do it running on the spot. And if it's
Yeah,
hot inside, if you close the windows and turn up the heating, you're gonna sweat a lot more than if you walk outside in the cold. So
true. I was doing that the other day. I hope the neighbors weren't looking, because they must think he's going crazy in there. I was walking left to right, to right to left, all around here and there and everywhere, because I had about 1,500 steps to do. I just couldn't be bothered to go out yet again. For me, it's harder to get up in the morning when it's dark. I can do it because now I know that I have to. What worries me a little bit as well is that the winter food tends to be heavier than summer food. So that's a little bit of a concern. On the other hand, I'm sure that if your mum's good at keeping me honest and giving us good food, and she's committed as well. So we should be all right. This week, for the first time, I'll say this in American just for you, Thomas, but I got my head flashlight out because I went walking late at night, and safety never takes a holiday. But now,
No, it does not.
I've got to find another one for the English journey so that I can exercise over there as well. So we have
but
the
isn't
winter.
it a lot nicer in England? Once you're in England, isn't it a lot nicer to do the steps? Because then you can just go Barbary Castle and a lot nicer walks, or different walks, because you're not used to them so much.
Not for me at the moment, because I find the biggest benefit
with hills.
with hills.
Yeah.
And to get to Barbary is a long. It's okay. It's okay. The last time I was in England, it was March, and it was raining, heavy rain. And I was doing a lot of kilometers. I wasn't enjoying it. But going over this time of the year, we're going over there Tuesday or Wednesday this week. We should hopefully get a couple more weeks of good weather. And there are a few places I want to go. At Nanny and Grandad's, I want to go and walk from their house, maybe down to watch it where the steam train goes. Not all the way to Minehead. Can't make it that far. But me and your mum.
Where's that way?
Say again?
Linton and Lymouth?
That would be a possibility if Nanny and Grandad dropped us somewhere. But I much prefer walking in Somerset than I do in Wiltshire. But whatever happens, it will be a good week ahead.
Yeah.
Let's come on to next week. I copied and pasted last week's challenges, so I just need to update them here.
Is there any ideas what you want to do this week?
For me, my biggest challenge will be keep up. my daily goal is 16,740. But we've got the 22-hour drive ahead of us. So that's going to be difficult for 2 days.
Mm.
So I need to find some way or other to get the steps in, even though there's a massive drive there.
Mm-hmm.
It might mean that if we drive early Tuesday morning, it might mean that I get up 2 hours earlier in the real dark. And no, you know how you felt when you didn't get your goal. You keep on talking a minute, but
Or how about you stay a night somewhere, maybe?
that's a possibility. We're considering it.
Make it a nice holiday or vacation.
Maybe. But I am now, my longest goal streak is 184 days. More than half a year. The last time I didn't make my daily goal was when I was driving back from England. So I've got to find a way to do it. All right then, Thomas, what about you? Have you set yourself any goals for this week ahead? No is okay if you don't want.
No, I don't have anything. No.
Okay. So if you do, then great, and if you don't, it's not the end of the world. What about you, William?
So my roommate's just gotten back. Just arrived yesterday, so I'm not sure how that's going to affect my diet throughout the next few days, especially concerning concerning beer and stuff.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. I have to think.
All right then. So I'll put you down as to be defined as well. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you do, it's great. If you don't, not the end of the world.
But I'll probably do a similar challenge. No junk food.
Well, you decide it. Let me know and give us an update next week.
All right.
So back to the weight. As you see, 93.5. So I'm back on track. I was worried last week. I thought that could be the beginning of the end, but back on track there. And for the steps, as you can see, I've had a good week.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yesterday was 31,000. I wanted to get it up to double the goal, but I just didn't have it in me in the end. So that was a good one. I see you as well, Thomas. You're doing good. I see that you're averaging 1,500 steps a week or a month more in September than in August. So that's good. Every single day you make your 10,000. So looking good there. And with your failed battery, do you still think that you did the 10,000?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. But even so, even if you only did 7,000, even though you say you did more, you still met your average daily goal of 10,000. So
I know. It's not the same though. No,
hey, we all said, don't beat yourself up. So it is as it is. And talking of it is as it is almost exactly 30 minutes. So it's about time you did your job, Thomas.
All right, guys. Another week in the books. Another exciting, awesome week full of great content. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're really, really looking forward to bringing you next week's content as well. Make good decisions, make good choices. Thank you.